Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another movie review. Recently, I saw The Kingsmen, and by the look of the trailer, it looks totally awesome, completely badass, and like an adrenaline rush that nobody could possibly believe. Nothing could be further from the truth. Now, the only Kingsmen that I can say I actually like are the ones who wrote Louie Louie, First Garage Band, just so you know. But, anyway, I just utterly hated this. Well, I didn't really hate the film. One thing I did like about it was the girl with the scissor blade legs, and it gives a whole new meaning to the word scissor kick. Yeah, she was pretty badass. I liked her. She was awesome. Just the way she moved, especially in the scene with Valentine, and she's doing b-boying on the floor, breakdancing. I thought that had to be a stunt double. That there's no way that could have been that 90-pound girl unless it was Elizabeth Salinger. So, sorry, I know that's a bad joke, but it really was underwhelming. And Samuel L. Jackson, my God, I love him, but I liked him better as Carl and Kite and as Fury in the Avengers movies and all that. He just was less than impressive as this Valentine villain. And not only that, but he had a freaking lisp. And all the whole time I'm thinking Solix. Because I love Solix, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's one of my favorite trolls. Well, my favorite troll is Aridin, as you well know. I wouldn't have that scarf, but anyway, Solix is a close second favorite troll of mine. I also like Nebida, because Nebida is a lot like me, because I ship a lot. Other than that, I really didn't care that much for the film in and of itself, though cinematography was great. It was just really, really gory. There was gratuitous violence, more than you would see in a Tarantino film. And don't get me wrong, I love Tarantino, but this definitely out Tarantino'd Tarantino. There really isn't a lot to take away from. Well, there was one good thing about it. Harry Hart, the guy that takes in Ixie, he teaches him how he can become better than his circumstances, and he's this, lower income East Ender, and I thought, oh my God, if East Enders saw this, they would raise a freaking riot, because not all East Enders are like this. I should know, because I have an East Ender friend, so, it's a load of bollocks. But it just, to me, I really didn't care that much for it, and it was nothing more than awful. It was a very trite film, and I didn't care for it, and I could have been entertained by it. I was entertained by the scissor leg blade girl. I should say scissor blade legged girl. That's hard to say. Scissor blade legged girl. Try saying that 5 times fast. I dares ya. But it really was just less than enjoyable. And not only that, but Ixie, his reward in the end with the Swedish princess was sodomy, and I thought, oh, come on. What consenting? Well, I'm sure there would be a lot of consenting women to that, but still, my God. And not only that, but, I am Protestant myself, but they had this one part in the film that made Protestant people out like they're a bunch of racist, gay-bashing maniacs, and you know what? We're not. This is actually an example. The church was actually an example of fundamentalism at its deadliest, and I actually wasn't offended by that, because I don't like fundamentalism myself, and I am not a fundamentalist person, but it's just sad to see that some people in Hollywood think of all Protestants as this way, and we are not. Just so you know, I'm not. And I don't go waving my little Christian flag around, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm more under the The icon that comes to mind, the picture that comes to mind with me concerned is Buddy Christ, and a lot of people are gonna get really angry with that, but hey, I like Jesus, okay? He's my buddy. I'm just gonna stick to that, Buddy Christ, all the way. But you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. That doesn't offend me at all. He's my friend. It's just that, you know, things like that. I just think. I just had to roll my eyes at, because, you know, some people are so closed-minded they think that applies to them. It doesn't apply to you. It's just an extreme example of what can happen when something is misinterpreted. And I thought it was a good example of that, and it's, you know, it's most horrendous. But the only thing that I really liked about that, the villainess, I should say, the villainess, she was completely awesome. I love that idea. I love to see it done in another movie. I mean, it could have been a lot better, but, you know, other than that, it was just so lame. This one scene with Colin Firth, and I love Colin Firth. I just adore him. And Michael Caine, too. They could have had better movies. And Iggsy, the actor who played Iggsy, was not convincing at all. I thought, come on, I could show you an EastEnder that would be better than this guy. I mean, you could throw my friend in there, and he would be more believable than that, because he's from the East End. Yeah. But, anyways, it just... Like I said, there's this... I'm going to go into it really quickly, but there's this scene that was just utterly laughable, and Valentine, he allows Harry into his lair, and he offers him a flippin' Happy Meal, and I thought, a flippin' Happy Meal with flippin' Merlot? That's freaking... Ugh. I mean, there's so many things wrong with this movie that just make me want to... Not all of them can be gems, my dear. But this one gets a big Alchemist 2 big old thumb down. Smother it out. Don't go. Don't. Just take my word for it. Heed my warning now. Turn away while you still have your sanity intact. But beyond that, I saw no real redeeming quality to it, other than the moral presented in Hemingway's quote, "We should feel no superiority to others other than superiority to our former selves." And yes, Hemingway was correct. But